SMLL has been designed to help you wherever you are on your connected and automated mobility journey, whether you're looking to test, simulate or innovate. Now we're going to take a closer look at our fleet of automated vehicles and our digital twin environment.
So the SMLL have managed to integrate an open source ADS, so they're similar to the platform that we've got on our open source vehicles, into an open source simulation host platform called Carla, and that enables customers to then test in a virtual environment and virtually validate their vehicles before testing in the real world.
To what extent does the digital twin evolve then based on data that we are gathering from the real world testing that we're doing?
The vision is that it will be able to harness all of the data that we are collecting in the real world. So we're going to be starting to understand all the local behaviours of traffic, of pedestrians, of cyclists, and their specific behaviours as well, not just within Woolwich and the park, but also at the complex features that they're driving within. If we can really understand how people behave in multiple lane roundabouts, for example, at that particular location, we can even create intelligent actors and agents to behave within a simulation environment to also reflect that real world. So the simulation platform includes a variety of different virtual sensors and virtual cameras and lidars and things like that. So this enables a vehicle to be able to then mirror the inputs that it would achieve in the real world. But by parameterizing it, you can then start to tweak that scenario for a whole host of different environmental conditions. So what you're seeing here is a point cloud of the junction right outside the office.
Oh, okay, yes. So we're sitting sort of in here somewhere.
Exactly, yeah. So this is just millions of different data points of elevations and longitudes and latitudes, which have then been superimposed on a colorized value as well. Then using this, you can then start to manually model over the top of it. So you can then create what we'd like to call a building information model. So this is BIM, where you've got individual components for all of the different elements. So you've got an individual lamppost, you've got an individual traffic light.
This road is just the road out here, so I can literally see that tree just out there now.
Yeah. Okay. And then on top of that, we can then photograph it and then layer on more realistic textures. So then this can then be used for sort of simulation training and things like that, because you can, the more realism you get to the view, then obviously the better it is for just training a model. So this is a real scenario where a pedestrian and they walked into the path of an oncoming vehicle, and we were able to replicate this scenario within the simulation and then parameterize it so that we could then run it thousands of times essentially.
Okay, so this is a good example of the sort of virtual validation that customers might want to use this for.
Exactly. This is exactly an example of virtual validation. So this is now replaced with an autonomous vehicle. Hopefully an autonomous vehicle will behave a lot better in this scenario and actually stop before hitting the pedestrian, unlike the human-driven vehicle. Another application that we've envisaged being able to use is VR. So we've got a virtual reality headset here, and this would then enable us to do things like human factors trials and things like that. So you could then put a pedestrian into our virtual environment to see how they may behave in particular scenarios.
Okay, right. I think I'm going to have a go on this then, aren't I?
So yeah, let's give it a go.
So Adam, we're standing in front of one of the autonomous vehicles that we have here at SMLL. Tell us a little bit about the vehicles that we've got here that customers can use.
SMLL has a fully electric fleet which is ready to serve a broad range of customer needs, and included in this are two automation ready vehicles. This is one of them. It's an open architecture platform, so that means it's ready to accept a wide range of equipment, software, or even use cases that customers may bring to us.
And tell us a little bit then about the technology that is under the hood in there. So all of the kit that we've got in here to make this a fully automated vehicle.
So the base platform is a Nissan ENV200, chosen because it is or was the only fully electric MPV that was available on the UK market. But beyond that, it's vehicle to grid capable, has a large battery capacity, and then gives us this huge amount of space relative to most cars to be able to mount the wide range of equipment and sensors that we need just to begin with, but also leaving us a huge amount of space inside and out to fit future customers' equipment. So visible on the roof rack, we have a front-facing stereo camera, 6 monocular cameras around the sides and rear, various antennas for communications equipment, and right in the middle we have a Velodyne 32-channel LiDAR. Around the outside as well we have radars on the corners, a front radar in this front bumper, and then ultrasonics around the front and rear bumpers.
So have these actually been out in the wild yet?
Yes, this very vehicle in fact took part in our first trial in October and November last year. That followed an extensive validation program run by TRL safety team to ensure that the vehicle itself and the automated driving system would operate in a reliable and safe manner. Having passed that, we took the vehicle and were able to drive it in automated mode on public roads, sharing space with other vehicles, pedestrians and cyclists. On this vehicle we have a number of different means of being able to tell where the vehicle is in the test bed or in the world at a given point, and having that is very important. The first means we have for this vehicle to communicate with the rest of the test bed is the Cisco 4G LTE router. This allows us to communicate both with the Wi-Fi mesh that is at the roadside, but also over mobile data to talk back to the data center. A customer coming to SMLL could bring a wide range of things with them. It could be that they've developed a exciting new piece of technology that they want to test. They need access to a wider range of sensors and equipment to see how it fits into a broader vehicle infrastructure or automated vehicle operating system.
Fantastic.